Hare Krishna everyone, let's start Prabhupada book reading. I'll start prayers. Om Jnanatimyandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurumilitam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Vadavadakamalam Shri Gurum Vishnavamsha Shri Rupam Shagrinatham Sadhana Gulatam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sarvatutam Rejana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sadhana Vedas Sivishakam Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Tirani Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Shatri Shatari Namo Mahabhunyaya Krishna Prema Pradayade Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Murati Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kantu Namaskute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavani Vishabhanu Shruti Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhya eva cha Padiranam Bhyo Namo Namaha. So we'll be reading this till 46 we have read. Teachings of Queen Kunti were only, okay? Now, Kunti's prayers and Parikshit saved. This is chapter name, I think, chapter 8. So it's given Aharaja Dharma Sotas Chintayan Suhrudam Vadam Prakrithyenatmana Vipraha Snehamoha Vasamgataha. Aha said Raja King. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Aha said Raja King Yudhishthira Dharma Sutaha, the son of Dharma, Yamaraj, Chintayan, thinking of Suhrudam, of the prince, Vadam killing Prakritina by the material conception only, the Atmana by the self, Praha, O Brahmana, Sneha, affection, Moha, delusion, Vasam, being carried away by, Gataha, having gone. Translation, purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. King Yudhishthira, son of Dharma, overwhelmed by the death of his friends, was aggrieved just like a common materialistic man. O sages, thus deluded by affection, he began to speak. Purport: King Yudhishthira, though he was not expected to become aggrieved like a common man, became deluded by worldly affection by the will of the Lord. This is the will of the Lord. Just as Arjuna was apparently deluded. A man who sees knows well that the living entity is neither the body nor the mind, but is transcendental to the material conception of life. Man who sees knows well that. Who sees? Really, who sees, huh? But that is transcendental to the material conception of life. The common man thinks of violence and non-violence in terms of the body, but that is a kind of delusion. Everyone is duty bound according to one's occupational duties. A Kshatriya is bound to fight for the right cause, regardless of the opposite party. In such discharge of the duty, one should not be disturbed by the annihilation of the material body, which is only an external dress of the living soul. All this was perfectly known to King Yudhishthira, but by the will of the Lord, he became just like a common man because there was another great idea behind this delusion. The king would be instructed by Bhishma as Arjuna was instructed by Lord himself. Jai. Next. 48th sloka. Ahome paschatang jnanam hridirudham duratmanah parakshasyaiva dehasya bahvo me ksharo shognir hataha. Oh, me, my. Paschata, just say Agnanam, ignorance, really in the heart. Rudham, situated in Duratmanaha of the sinful. Parakriyasya, meant for others. Eva, certainly. Dehasya, of the body. Bahvayaha, many and many. Me, by me. Akshaunihi, combination of military phalanxes. Hataha, killed. Translation. King Yudhishthira said, O my Lord, Oh my lord, what is lot? Oh my lord, I think this is. I'm the most sinful man. Oh my lord. What is lord? I have to ask this. Oh my lord, I think. I'm the most sinful man. King Yudhishthira is saying he's sinful. This is humility. No? Just see my heart, which is full of ignorance. This body, which is ultimately meant for others, has killed many phalanxes of men. Purple. A solid phalanx of 21,870 chariots and 21,800 elephants and 1,09,650 and infantry and 65,600 cavalry is called an Akshoni. 21870, 21870, 109,650 and 65600. 65600. Okay. 21870. Why it's like that? Cavalry is called an Akshoni, and many Akshonis were killed on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Maharaj Yudhishthira, is the most pious king in the world, takes for himself the responsibility for most pious king takes for himself the responsibility for killing such a huge number of living beings because the battle was fought to reinstate him on the throne. This body is, after all, meant for others. While there is a life in the body, it is meant for the service of others. And when it is dead, it is meant to be eaten by the dogs and jackals or maggots. He is sorry because such a huge massacre was committed. Oh. So how many are there? 21,780. 21 chariots, 21,780 elephants, 65,600 cavalry, and 1,09,650 infantry. So, wow, 870, not 780. Is there any total coming to something we have to? There is 21870, very big. Elephant, that many. 21870 chariots, 21870 cavalry, elephants, 1,09,650 infantry, and two next. How much is that? 65,600 cavalry. This is 21,870. It's first chariots, 21,870. It's elephants, 1,09,650 infantry, and 65,600 cavalry is called Akshoni. Baladvija Suhrinmitra Pitribratri Guru Druhaha Namisyan Moksho Yepi Varsha Yutayush Tehe Bhala boys. Dvija Bija, the twice born, Suhrit well wishes, Mitra friends, Pitra parents, brothers, the Guru preceptors. Druhaha, one who has killed, na never me, my. Syad, there shall be nirayat from hell. Moksha, liberation. He certainly although wash. Sorry, take that another verse. No? Shall be nirayat from hell. Moksha, liberation. He certainly although varsha years ayuta millions ayutai being added. Translation: I have killed many boys, brahmanas, well-wishers, friends, parents, preceptors, and brothers. Though I live millions of years, I will not be relieved from the hell that awaits me for all these sins. Really kill brahmanas and all? Oh, maybe fighters who fought it. I think. Whenever there is war, there is certainly massacre of many innocent living beings, such as boys, brahmanas, and women, whose killing is considered to be the greatest of the sins. They are all innocent creatures, and in all circumstances, killing of them is forbidden in the scriptures. Whereas Yudhishthir was aware of these mass killings. Similarly, the reference, parents, preceptors, also on both sides, and all of them were killed. It was simply horrible for him to think of such killing, and therefore he was thinking of residing in hell for millions and billions of years. नैनो राज्ञप्रजाभ्रतु धर्मयुद्धे वदो द्विषाम् इति मेन तु बोधाय कल्पते शासनं वचः. Sorry. Now never Yena has since the Agnya of the king Trajabhat to who one who is engaged in the maintenance of the cities is dharma of the right cause. Yudhe in the fight of Vadaha killing with Visham of the enemies, iti all this. Me, for me, no never too, but Bodhaya for satisfaction, Kalpate, they are meant for administration, Shashanam, Sashanam, injunction, Vachaha words. There is no sin for a king who kills for the right cause, who is engaged in maintaining his citizens. But this injunction is not applicable to me. Maharaj Yudhishthir thought that although he was not actually involved in the administration of the kingdom, which was being carried on well by Duryodhana without harm to the citizens, he caused the killing of so many living beings only for his personal gain of the kingdom from the hands of Duryodhana. The killing was committed not in the courts of the administration, but for the sake of self-aggrandizement, and as such, he thought himself responsible for all the sins. Srinam maddata bandhunam drohoyo asayathoihotihita karma birgram graha mediyernaham kalpo yapohitam. Striya of the men mat by me, Hatabandhunam, of the friends who are killed, Droha, enmity, ya, that. So all those Iha here with Hitaha has accrued karma be by the dint of the work of Gramediyaha by persons engaged in the material welfare. Aham I kalpaha can expect Vyopi hitaha undoing the same. Translation: I have told many friends of women, and I have killed many friends of women, okay, and thus caused enmity to such an extent that it is not possible to undo it by any material welfare work. Purpose. The Graham are those whose only business is to perform welfare work for the sake of material prosperity. Oh, Graham means that. Huh? Such material prosperity is sometimes hampered by sinful activities. Okay, where the materialist is sure to commit sins, even unintentionally, in the course of discharging material duties. Wow. Sinful activity will hamper the. Oh, sorry, I have to change the verse, right? Yeah. To commit sins, even unintentionally in the course of discharging material duties, to get relief from such sinful reactions, the Vedas prescribe several kinds of sacrifices. It is said in the Vedas that by performing the Ashwamedha Yajna, the horse sacrifice, one can get relief from even Brahma Hatya, killing of a Brahmana. King used to perform this Ashwamedha Yajna, but he thinks that even by performing such yajna, it is not possible to get relief from the great sins committed. In war, either the husband or the brother or even the father or son goes to the fight. And when they are killed, a fresh enmity is created. And thus a chain of actions and reactions increases, which is not possible to be contracted even with thousands of Ashwamedha yajnas. The way of work, karma, is like that. Wow, wow. You don't get out of the karma. It creates one action and another reaction simultaneously, and this increases the chain of material activities, binding the performer in the material bondage. In the Bhagavad Gita 9:27-28, the remedy suggests that such actions and reactions in the path of work can be checked only when work is done on behalf of Supreme Lord. The battle of Kurukshetra was actually fought by the will of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, as it is evident from his version, and only by his will was Yudhishthir placed on the throne of Hastinapur. Therefore, factually no sin, whatever touched the Pandavas, who were only the order carriers of the Lord. But others, who declared war out of personal interest, and whose whole responsibility lies on them. यथा पङ्केन पङ्घाभः सुरया वा सुराकृतं भूतहत्यं तथैवाकं न यज्ञे मत्सुमर्हति. Yata, as much as a pankena with the mud, pankambha, water mixed with mud, surya by wine, or either surar kritam, impurity caused by the slight touch of the wine, both hatyam, killing of an animal, tata, like that. Eva, certainly ekam, one, none, never, yajna, by the prescribed sacrifice of mushroom to counteract arahati is worthwhile. As it is not possible to filter muddy water, as it is not possible to filter muddy water through mud or purify wine-tainted pot with wine, it's not possible to counteract the killing of man by sacrificing animals. Ashwamedha or Gomedha Yajna sacrifice, in which a horse or a bull is sacrificed, were not, of course, for the purpose of killing animals. Lord Chaitanya said that such animal sacrifice on the altar of the Yajna were rejuvenated and a new life was given to them. It was just to prove the efficacy of the hymns of the Vedas. By the recitation of the hymns of the Vedas in the proper way, certainly the performer gets relief from the reactions of sins. But in case of such sacrifices improperly done under inexpert management, surely one has to become responsible for animal sacrifice. In this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, there is no possibility of performing the yajnas perfectly for want of expert brahmanas who are able to conduct such yajnas. Maharaj Yudhishthira therefore gives a hint to performing sacrifices in the age of Kali. In the Kali Yuga, the only sacrifice recommended is the performance of Harinama Yajna, inaugurated by the Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where one should not indulge in animal killing and contract it by performing the Harinama Yajna. Those who are devotees of the Lord never kill an animal for self-interest, and as the Lord ordered Arjuna, they do not refrain from performing the duty of as a Kshatriya. The whole purpose, therefore, is served when everything is done for the will of the Lord. This is possible only for the devotees. Wow, what a verse, what a purport. Thus, in the Bhaktivedanta, the purpose of the first canto, 8th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Prayers of the Queen Quinty and Parikshit saved. Jai. Let's go to the next. The passing away of the Bhishma Dev in the presence of Lord Krishna, the 9th chapter. We have to start it a little bit. I'll start the next sloka. Sutta Vacha. First, the passing of the Bhishma Dev in the presence of the Lord Krishna. Sutta iti veda prajadroha sarvadharma vivitsaya tato vishay vinashanam pragad yatra deva patat. Sutta Vata, Sri Sutta Goswami said, iti thus veda, being afraid of prajadroha, because of the killing of the subjects, sarva, all dharma, acts of religion, vivitsaya, for understanding, tata, thereafter, vinashanam, the place where the fight was held, pragad, he went, yatra deva vrataha, Bhishma Dev apatat, lay down for passing away. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sutta Goswami said, being afraid of having killed so many subjects on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Maharaj Yudhishthira went to the scene of the massacre. There, Bhishma Dev was lying on the bed of the arrows, about to pass away. Purport. In the 9th chapter, as it is willed by the Lord Sri Krishna, Bhishma Dev will impart instructions to King Yudhishthira. In the 9th chapter, in this 9th chapter, as it is willed, okay, Bhishma Dev will impart instructions to King Yudhishthira on the subject of occupational duties. Bhishma Dev will also offer his last prayer to the Lord on the verge of passing away from this mortal world and thus become liberated from the bondage of the further material engagements. Bhishma Dev was endowed with the power of leaving his material body at will, and his lying down on the bed at arrow was his own choice. This passing away of the great warrior attracted the attention of all the contemporary elites, and all of them assembled there to show their feelings of love, respect, and affection for the great soul. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. So I'll be reciting some slokas now. Prabhu, इधर छोटी बुक है, ले सकते हैं क्या? हाँ, इधर ही, नीचे नीचे, हाँ, उधर, भागवतम. Thank you. So we'll be reciting slokas from the Sloka Ratnamala, level 1, Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Yanmadhyasya Vatan Janmadhyasya Yatonmayadi Tadratasthatrishu Vigneswarad Tini Brahma Vidyadi Kaviya Muhyandi Yatsuraya Tejo Varimidham Yatha Vinimaya Yatra Sargom Risha Damna Svena Sadanagastakuham Satyam Param Dhimahim Dharma Projita Kairavatra Paramo Nirmasaranam Satam Vidyam Vastamamatra Vastu Shivadam Tapatrayon Muranam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamani Kriti Gimbavareshwara Sadyo Hridi Abhirajyate Trivistostruvitakshanath Nigamagalbatarugali Dampalam Sukamakadam Ratadrapasamyutam Vivata Bhagavatam Rasmanayam Muharaho Rasika Bhuvibavuka Prayenal Payusha Sabya Kalavasmin Yuge Janaha Mandahasmandamatayo Mandabhagyahi Upadrita Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Jivanaruttamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Mudhiraye Mr. Price Munaya Sadhu Kristoham Baba Abdilloka Mangalam Yakara Krishna Samprasno Yenatma Suprasidati Tavaipum Shambarodharmo Yedo Bhaktira Dokshali Haida Pratihata Yatma Suprasidati Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Ganetyaso Vairagim Nanam Jayada Haitukam Dharma Swanajastahapam Shambhakshena Katashya Notpadi Yedizakim Samayeva Hikebalam Vadanti Tattvavidastattam Yijnanamadvayam Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavaniti Shabditi Atapam Virvidaste Savarnasmibhagasham Swanashistasta Dharmasya Samshuddhirharitoshanam Tasmadiyekena Manasa Bhagavan Sattvatam Badihi Srottavya Kirtitavyasya Deyas Pujyasya Nityadam यद् अनुध्यासनि युक्त कर्मग्रन्थि निबन्धनं चिन्तन्ति कोविडस्तस्य को न कुर्यात् कथारथिं शुश्रूषोषद्धानस्य वासुदेवकथा रुचिः जन्महत्सेवया विप्रा पुण्यतीतनिषेवना चिन्वतः स्वगतः कृष्ण पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तन हृदयन्त्यस्तु भद्राणि विदनोति सुरसताम् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेव्या भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी तथा रजस्तमो भावः कामलोपादयश्चेत् नाविद्यं सुरं सत्ये प्रसिद्धति एवं प्रसन्नमनसो भगवद्भक्तियोगतः भगवद्तत्त्वविज्ञानं मुक्तसङ्गस्य ध्यायते विद्यते हृदये गणन्तिश्चिद्यन्ते सर्वसंशया मुक्ष्यन्ति कस्य कर्माणि दृष्ट एवात्मनीश्वरे एतेषां सकलः पुंस कृष्णश्च भगवान् स्वयं चन्द्रारिव्याकुलं लोकं मृदयन्ति युगे युगे कृष्णे स्वधामोपगतधर्मज्ञानादिभिः कलो नष्टदृशं येष पुनानार्पुदिनोदितः न यद्वचश्चित्र हरेर्पदिं न यद्वचश्चित्र पदं हरेर्यशो जगत्पवित्रं प्रगृणीतकरिः चेत् तद्वायशं तीर्थमुष्णति मानस न यत्र हंस निरमतिशिक्षयः तद्वाग्विसर्गो जनथागविप्लवो यस्मिन् प्रतिश्लोकमबद्धवति अपि नामामि अनन्तस्य शोङ्कितानि शृण्वन्ति गायन्ति गृह्णन्ति साधवः गत्वा स्वधर्मं जरणम्बुजं हरेर्भजन् पक्वोऽत पतो यतो यदि यत्र क्वा भद्रभूतमुस्य किं को वार्ताप्तभजतां स्वधर्मतः तस्यैव हेतुप्रेतेतु को विदु न लभ्यते यद्रमतम् अपर्यतः लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यतः सुखं कालेन सर्वत्र कबीरनं हस इदं ह्यपुंसस्तपश्रुत इदं ह्यपुंसस्तपसः सुतस्य वा स्विस्तश्च सुप्तश्च बुद्धिदत्तयो अविच्युतो वर्तकविभिर्निरूपितो यदुत्तमश्लोकगुणानुवर्णनम् कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रिये विपदस्सन्तु दशश्वत्तत्र तत्र जगद्गुरु भवतो दर्शनं यस्य पुनर्भवदर्शनं तुलयाम लभेनापि न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवं भगवत् सङ्गस्य मर्त्यानं किम् उताशिषः श्रोतव्यादीनि राजेन्द्राणिनं सन्ति सहस्रशः अपश्यताम् आत्मतत्त्वं गृहेषु गृहमीदिनं निद्रया ह्रियते नक्तं यवायेन च बाह्यः दिवाक्षार्थीहाय राजन् कुटुम्बवर्णेन वा देहापत्यकलात्रेषु आत्मसैनिश्वसस्त्वपि तेषां प्रमत्तुनिधनं पश्चिन्नपि न पश्यति। प्रभु 5 मिनट है। तस्मात् भारत सर्वात्मा भगवान् ईश्वरो हरिः श्रोतव्यः कीर्तितव्यश्च स्मर्तव्यश्च चेत्तताभ्यम् एतावान् साङ्ख्ययोगाभ्यं सर्वदा स्वधर्मपरिनिष्ठया जन्मलाभपरः पुंसां मन्त्रे नारायण स्मृतिः अकामः सर्वकामो वा मोक्षकाममुदाहरति तीव्रेण भक्तियोगेन यजित पुरुषं परम् आयुर्हरित वै पुंसम् उद्यन्नस्तं यश्च यस्सौ तस्यार्थ यत्क्षणो नीत उत्तमश्लोकवार्तया तरवः किं न जीवन्ति भ्रस्तः किं न स्वसन्ति युता न खादन्ति न मीहन्ति किं गामे पशवोपरि अहोबकीयं स्तनकालकूटं जिघ्यांसया पायदपि असाध्वी देवे गतिं यात्र्योचितं ततोऽन्यं कम्बा दयालं शरणं व्रजेम तस्यारविन्दनयनस्य पदारविन्द किञ्जल्कमिश्र तुलसी मकरन्दवायुः अन्तःगतस्वविवरेण चकारतीशं संक्षोभमक्षरजुषाम् अपि चित्ततन्वो प्रसङ्गमचरं भाषम् आत्मनः कवयो विदु स एव साधु सुकृतो मोक्षद्वारम् अपावृतं तितिक्षवः कारुणिकः सुहृदः सर्वदेहिनाम् अजातशत्रवः शान्तः साधवः साधुभूषणं सतं प्रसङ्गं मम वीर्यसंविदो भवन्ति हृत्कर्णरसायनः कथा तज्जोषनादस्वपवर्गवर्त्मनि श्रद्धारतिर्भक्तिरनुक्रमिष्यति मदभयात् वातवातोऽयं सूर्यस्तपति मद्भयात् वर्षात् इन्द्रो दहति अग्निर्मृत्युश्चरति मद्भयात् अहो बतस्वपचतो गरीयन् यः दिशमाग्रे वर्तते नाम तुभ्यं ते पुस्तपस्तिजुहोर्षश्नुरार्य ब्रह्मानुचुर्नाम गृह्णन्ति एते यतो यथातरोर्मूलनिषेचनेन तृप्यन्ति स्कन्दभुजोपशाकः प्राणोपहारश्च यतीन्द्रियाणां तथैव सर्वार्हमच्युतीर्य नायं देहदेहभाजं नृलोके कष्टान् कामानर्हति विद्भुजं ये तपो दिव्यं पुत्रकायेन सत्त्वं शुद्ध्येते स्मात् ब्रह्मसौख्यं तु अनन्तम् नूनं प्रमत्त कुरुते विकर्मो यदिन्द्रियप्रीत्या प्रणोति न साधु मन्येतोऽहं यत् साधु मन्येतो आत्मनोऽयं मसन्नपक्लेशदासदेहः वंशः स्त्रीमिथुनिभावमेतं तयोर्मितुहृदये ग्रन्थिमाहु अतः गृहक्षेत्रस्ताप्तवित्तेर्जनस्य मोहोऽयमहं ममेति गुरुर्न सस्या स्वजनो न सस्या पिता न सस्या जननी न सस्या दैवं न तस्या न पतिश्च न सस्या न मोक्षयत् नमो च यद्यः समुपेत मृत्युं यस्यास्ते भक्तिर्भगवती किञ्चन सर्वैर्गुणैस्तत्र समासते सुरः सुराः हरौ भक्तस्य कुतो महद्गुणा मनोरथेन सानिदाहवतो बहिः केचित् केवलया भक्त्या वासुदेवपरायणः अघं दन्वन्ति काश्मीया विहारं जपभास्कर साङ्केत्यम्बारिहासं वा स्तोभं हेलनमेव वा वैकुण्ठनामग्रणं नशीशागहरं विदुः स्वयंभूनारद शम्भुकुमार कपिलो मनु स्वयंभू नारद शंभु कुमारो कपिलो मनु प्रह्लादो जनको भीष्मो बलिर्वैयासकीर्वयम् अहोम हरितपतैकमूलादासानुदासो भवितास्मि भूयः मनस्मरते सुपतेर्गुणन्स्ते विनीतमकर्मकरोतकारयः नाकपृष्टं न चापारमेष्टं न स्वर्गभौमं न रसाधिपत्यं न योगसिद्धिर्पुनर्भवं वा समञ्जसत्वा विरहय्यकाङ्क्षी अजातपक्षैवक् मातरक्कगास्तन्यं यथा वत्सरक्षुत् आर्तः प्रियं प्रियेव विशतं विसन्ना मनोरविन्दाक्षदृक्षित्वं ममत्तमश्लोकजनेषु सख्यं संसारचक्रे भ्रमतस्व कर्ममयि तं मायात्मजधारयेः स्वशक्तिम् असक्त्यचित्तस्य ननाथ भूयान् मुक्तानामपि सिद्धानां नारायणपरायणः सदुर्लभः प्रसन्नात्मा कोटीष्वपि महामुनि नारायणपरस्सर्वे नारायणपरस्सर्वेण कुतिष्ठन बिभ्यति स्वर्गाववर्गनरकेषु अपि तुल्यार्थदर्शिनः तद्वा तत्साधुमन्यसुरवर्यदेहिनं सदा समुद्विग्नधियाम सद्यः यत्त्वात्मपातं गुह्यमन्दकूपं वनं गतोऽयं हरिः श्रीत श्रवणं कीर्तनं विष्णु श्रवणं कीर्तनं विष्णु स्मरणं पादसेवनम् श्रवणं कीर्तनं विष्णु स्मरणं पादसेवनमर्चनं दिनं दास्यं साक्यम् आत्मनिवेदनं यदि पुंसार्पितं विष्णुं भक्तश्चनवलक्षणं कृतिदेव भगवती योद्धा तं मन्ये यदिदम् उत्तमम् मतिर्न कृष्णे भरतस्वतो वा मिदो विभूत्येत गृहव्रतानं मदात गोभिर्विशतं वितमिष्णं पुनः पुनश्चर्वितचर्वणानं नतीविदुस्वात गतिं विष्णुदासयायै बहिरर्थमानिना अन्दायथान्तिरुपीयमाना दीपीश तन्त्रिं निरुधां बध्याय कौमारमादय प्राज्ञो धर्मः भागवतं यः दुर्लभं मनुष्यं जन्म तदपि अध्रुवम् अर्थतम् एवं जन्म निबद्धम् एवं जनं निपतितं प्रपपापि कूपे कामाभिकामौ निह प्रपतं प्रसङ्गात् कृत्वात्मसत्सुराश्रीन भगवान् गृहीत सोऽहं कथं नु विसृज्ये तव भृत्यसेवां नैद्वोद्विजे परदुरत्यया वैतरण्यग्राद्गीर्य गायन महामृतमग्नचित्त सोचेततो विमुख चेतसेन्द्रियात् माया सुखाय वरं उद्वहतो विमूढान् एवं व्यवसितो बुद्ध्या समाना या मनोहृदि जतापरं जाप्यं प्राग्जन्मनि अनुशिष्टिम्. I'll read after this 77 slokas I read. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. MBS जब वो स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ ना it will be starting in MBS 16108. They use lighter, I saw there. It will be there below there I saw it.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram